Writing as Reflexive Technology, the Evolution of Expressive Writing. The earliest records of writing were found in Mesopotamia, present-day southern Iraq, in the late 4th millennium BC. Early writing had three essential functions. It was used in state administration and bureaucracy, in trade and commerce, and in religion. The function of writing has evolved and expanded significantly since these earliest inceptions. Writing evolved to engage and enlighten, offering a sort of magic that could be difficult to explain. Anne Frank, a young Jewish girl who kept a diary during the Nazis' reign, said, "I can shake off everything as I write. My sorrows disappear, my courage is reborn." Virginia Woolf, known for her severe episodes of depression, found comfort in writing, saying that every secret of a writer's soul, every experience of his life, every quality of his mind is written large in his works. And Walter Ong, who studied orality and literacy, wrote, "Without writing, human consciousness cannot achieve its fuller potentials, cannot produce other beautiful and powerful creations." Writing is known as a reflexive technology, allowing writers to see themselves in what they write, on papyrus, in codex, on the video screen. The reflexive character of each technology permits writers to find themselves in the text they create, and therefore to know themselves in a new way. Today's writing technologies include electronic writing, and we both write to express, to discover, and to share who we are. And in a postmodern age, our written identity is, like hypertext, dynamic, flexible, and contingent. Beyond electronic and pen and paper writing, which some may see as an archaic form of reflexive technology, other reflective technologies are used in our daily lives to help increase our self-awareness. Wearables such as the Fitbit bracelet that measures our physical activity, or the Muse headset that measures our focus through brainwaves, are digital reflexive devices. These devices help us to change ourselves by being more aware of ourselves, giving us quantifiable awareness on how we are doing. Like writing, these devices can serve as mirrors, helping us to see ourselves more clearly. However, for all of their digital progress, if we truly want to know ourselves and transform ourselves, these reflexive technologies pale in comparison to the reflexive value of writing. Deconstructionists such as Derrida have written of the value of writing as a reflexive tool, specifically referencing Sigmund Freud. Freud speculates that the perceiving self is shaped by writing. Writing makes our verbal thoughts visible, helping us to understand ourselves, particularly our unconscious selves, more deeply. Not only does writing reveal our mind's thoughts to ourselves, writing also creates ourselves. It might even create our minds. Bolter wrote, "If the technology of writing has been traditionally regarded as the creation of the human mind, possibly its greatest creation, we could also argue in the other direction, that the mind is the creation of writing." This is the essence of the value of writing for creating the self, one's identity. It is the essence of fields such as cognitive psychology and narrative therapy. While writers have known the healing powers of writing for centuries, its value as a therapeutic tool has only become clear in recent decades. One approach that has been applied in numerous studies is Pennebaker's expressive writing technique. In 1983, James Pennebaker conducted a study that asked college students to write about a traumatic experience that they had kept as a secret, and then compared it to their physical health as indicated by physician visits. Pennebaker found a positive correlation between the writing and their students' health. This study prompted several other studies around expressive writing, and a new form of therapy was born. Pennebaker's simple technique, which asks individuals to write about a traumatic event for 4 consecutive days for 15 minutes per day, has been replicated and adapted around the world. Studies indicate that expressive writing can result in fewer doctor visits, fewer depressive symptoms, enhanced immune system functioning, better grades, lowered anxiety, less rumination, and the ability to change the overall perception about a stressful event from a negative perception to a positive one. While much of the research about Pennebaker's technique is focused on writing about very negative and traumatic experiences, there is also evidence that writing about more universally experienced negative events and emotions, such as test anxiety and failure, can offer benefits for writers. In an examination of neural processing and expressive writing, it was demonstrated that writing about text anxiety helps to decrease that anxiety and boosts performance. And expressive writing was identified as an effective tool for educators to use to address negative emotions stemming from classroom experiences. Expressive writing not only shapes the self, it can also shape our relationships. To explore the effect of expressive writing on romantic relationships, Slatcher and Pennebaker asked individuals to write their deepest thoughts and feelings about their relationship for 20 minutes per day, 2 days in a row. Their results found that the relatively simple act of writing about their romantic relationship changed the way in which participants communicated with their partners in instant messaging conversations. Speaking of applications such as instant messaging, the relative simplicity and effectiveness of the Pennebaker technique has led to its adoption in email and web-based applications, with evidence suggesting that email-based treatments are also effective in improving health outcomes. While studies have applied Pennebaker's technique using technologies such as text and email, there has been no deliberate study of differences in effectiveness between handwritten expressive writing and typed expressive writing. Perhaps there aren't any significant differences, given that the studies of the Pennebaker technique continue to find similar psychological and physical health benefits regardless of whether the writing was handwritten or typed. Walter Ong, who explored the transition from orality to literacy, appreciated that various writing technologies permit the writer or reader to slow the insistent pace of spoken language, to control the rate at which he must produce or receive words. Perhaps it is this slowing of pace, this opportunity for reflection, that creates the value of writing, as it appears that the method of writing matters very little. What does matter is the story itself, the words that spill from the pen onto the page or are stamped onto a screen from the clickety-clack of a keyboard. In the same vein, Pujola notes that digital environments such as blogs, infographics, or e-portfolios allow for different possibilities in terms of facilitating metacognitive reflections beyond the written word. Blogging in particular has been shown to provide all of the same opportunities as journaling, including the introspection of values and actions, and the reflection of life circumstances. Continuing with the theme of technology, Pennebaker worked with Martha Francis to develop the linguistic inquiry word count text analysis software. This software has been used to demonstrate the value of career writing for the development of career identity, and how our language use is strongly connected with our personality traits. As a result of Pennebaker's efforts, people across multiple disciplines are discovering that it is possible to analyze people's psychological states through the analysis of their words. Writing has evolved as a tool for knowing, creating, reshaping, healing, and transforming the self. Expressive writing and the work that it has inspired has contributed and will continue to contribute to positive psychological and physical health outcomes in the future. We still have much to learn as we do not fully understand all of the underlying mechanisms that make writing, and especially expressive writing, such a powerful tool for personal transformation. As Pennebaker himself notes, it continues to vex many scientists, and that's its beauty.